connecting with others also helps create opportunities because during the
Okay.
pre-production process, we were looking for locations, and people would give suggestions, and we would check them out. But initially, actually, none of them panned out because a lot of them were like tourist attractions, and they had like pavement, asphalt, street lights, lots of modern day things that you would ignore as a tourist. But when you're shooting it, you can't ignore those because those are like in the shot. Um, but I just continued to talk to people, and people would give suggestions like, well, why don't you try talking to this person, or what about like in this area, or I heard this or that. And so one of them was like, I heard there might be a place down in Hollister. And so that was like all the information I had. There was no name of a specific place or whatever. There was just like Hollister. So I started doing some searches, through Google and stuff, and it turned out there was, a private ranch that had a Western town built in it, and that's what we ended up using. And I'm
Wow.
not even sure that was like the lead that he intended to give me, but through just like talking and like, what people came up with and what doing the search, I like just bumped into it. And so making
Nice.
those connections with people like make these things happen because you don't always know like what's available because it'd be like, well, how are you going to find a Western town? Um, who would ever thought like there was one that was built on a private ranch? I wouldn't have thought that was even a possibility, but it exists, and you can find out about it because people spread this information between each other, like kind of through a chain. So that's why networking is so important because things that you couldn't even conceive of that exist do, and the only way to find out is through other people.
Hmm. It's once again, it shows that you don't have to do this by yourself. That once you open yourself up to asking for help, you go out and seek it, you'll get the resources or the help that you're looking for.
Right.